return of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that's LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing today? Yes, you right out there. First of all, I need to do a hydrate, as it was redeemed just a moment ago. I am now doing hydrated. So yes, and here we are back with another demo from Steam Next OS, where we are looking at Citizen Sleeper 2. It says reward vector on it, Starward vector, that's what it is, not reward vector. But yes, we played the original on here, and had a look at that, so I think it's time for more puzzly goodness. It's not like die rolling things to go on. So yes, let's have a look at the demo for that and see how it is. Right over there. Woo. See next first, show me the things, and again, because this is a demo, not feature complete, etc. Bloody blue. No options or anything. I cannot change the thing. So while I can see your chat, it will be slow to respond to it. Okay. Focus on the story. Broken dice are the worst one. High stress tolerance. Death is disabled. Oh, I don't think you could die in the first game. Default difficulty for those happy to be challenged. Broken dice cannot be used. Broken dice are a new thing. Standard stress tolerance. Death incurs a significant permanent penalty. Ooh. Those who want a tough and tactical challenge with no second chances. Dice repairs require more components. Very low stress tolerance. Double energy depletion. And death is permanent. No thank you, we'll go with a standard normal difficulty. I just wondered if, you know, that was red, this was yellow, and that would be green, but no. They're all yellow. So risky. Not safe, but risky. Oh, and we get to choose things. Oh. Huh. That is not you being cut off there, that is me being cut off there. I cannot go beyond that bit over there. Something to repair. Oh, that is got to be. No, focus on action. What are you? All right, I cannot see. Repair and corporate estimate. If I go to the next class. Oh, it's showing me the work. Wow, that is so stupid to show me the half of somebody else's character class. Ugh. All right. +1 stress, reroll the lowest die. Accrue stress to reroll your action dice. Operators, which I believe is what we were in the first one. Sleepers are built to work with drones and remote machines over local networks to perform corporate resource extraction from a distance. Operators have expertise in working with interface and computer systems, but are more physically fragile than other sleepers. A reboot skill allows them to hack their own systems to reroll dice, a risky but potentially powerful move. Sleepers assigned to operators at work are usually cerebral and precise people. Alright, and we got things that we can't look at, but we've got no endurance, but we've got lots of interface. We can get engineering, we can get intuit, we can get engage. I guess we cannot get those ones. And here we have the extractor, excuse me. Extractor sleepers are built at the coalface, corporate resource extraction. Often in hard vacuum environments. Extractors have a high level of physical endurance, but their confidence means they struggle with tasks requiring intuition. What? Why does their confidence? Well, alright. Their rally skill allows them to motivate those in their team, boosting their crew dice. No, we got a crew this time, have we? Okay, sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Yep, as you can see, we've got a load of stuff here. And no intuit whatsoever, that's cool. And the other one that we have is machinist. Machinist sleepers are built to repair and modify automated systems used in corporate resource extraction. Machinists are very skilled engineers, but their isolated work means they often struggle with tasks requiring a direct approach or social engagement. Focus skill allows them to focus on a single task and boost their dice to excel in it. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. +1 stress to and +2 and focus lowest dice. -1 stress on focus die positive outcome. Okay, interesting. I don't know what focus means exactly. I guess you gain a stress to gain +2 and focus the lowest die, and then if you complete the task, you lose a stress. But that doesn't make any sense because then you'd stress and de-stress all the time. Well, we'll find out. Why did I come over here? I wanted to see something from. Alright, I wanted to see if I missed something. No, that one doesn't have a yellow thing. That one doesn't have a yellow thing. Okay, so the other one has an extra special Ujima flip here. Alright, well, we're just going to take the 1 stress 1 reroll and look at the operator. Confirm the class. Familiar looking things. There's oh, that's fuel. That's not what that was before. That was data cores. Then we got credits, prior, cryptocurrency, supplies, and there's all the things, and there's our energy, and there's our stress. In the moment before waking, the dark space before consciousness, you struggle to find pieces of yourself. Usually these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing sequentially, like the boot process of an old terminal. First your body, artificial, compromised, but relaying sense data are all the same. And its contact, the breeze of air infiltration, self-contact of your breath in 0G. Then emotion, coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it that first instinct, one that has framed your past 100 cycles. Fear. A familiar sequence does not arrive. Instead, you are unmoored in space, your body distant, your context silent, even your emotions somehow obscured and scattered. Amongst all the disarray, only one familiar thing arrives. The fear. It's scrambled panic fear, drowning fear, the falling fear, the fear that makes you reach desperately for any stable point. It is a fear that tells you something is wrong, something is very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper! Voice is whispered in your ear. Act makes you suddenly aware of your head, pulsing in pain, your body rigid with tension. Sleeper, a familiar name. Mind copied, emulated, body built, implanted. One person, sleeping, till their debt is worked away. A double being made to work, to be consumed and eventually to be destroyed. A proxy, an emulation, a sleeper. That is what you are. You escaped. You remember that now. Broke free of your corporate creators, S&R. Yep, they were in the first one. In search of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since you did. All of a sudden, you remember you have eyes. Your eyes flicker open. Pale eyes in a pale face. Lane. Name comes with its own specific sensation of fear, one you recall from instinctively. Sorry to interrupt, sharp smirk. But this ends here. You set your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane is hovering over your horizontally floating body, looking down into your eyes. I took you in, protected you, gave you a purpose. You try to look away, the corners of your vision, to find something you understand. Body does not respond. But I suppose that wasn't enough. He reaches in the pocket of his jacket and retrieves a small vial. This wasn't enough. Oh no, the deadly thing that we need. Vial glitters, the object you know, and have known for a long time. Stabilizer. The directorate keeps your artificial body and your emulated mind from inevitable decay. Only balm for your planned obsolescence. Liquid rolling in the vial fills you with disgust. Name pockets the vial, but would it be wasted on you now? After what you have done to this body of yours? He looks at you with palpable disgust. His eyes scan your body. As they do, you become aware of the wires and tubes attached to you. Those were meant to free you from your dependence, from the stabilizer and the controlling Grant's Lane. Now free, you piece of shit! They don't need you anymore. The voice comes from somewhere behind Lane's head. The voice you know. You search your mind to try to understand why. You find only dizzying darkness. Shut him up! Lane barks the command. You hear the sound of impact, the pain from elsewhere in the room. Try to move your limbs again. This time you feel a flicker, a twitch of a finger. You feel the extension and compression of synthetic muscles. Maybe I should have gone with a with the heavy. It looks like I'll be needing to be more physical right at the beginning here. Free, are you, Lane Smokes? You were free when I disabled your tracker. I gave you the stabilizer you needed. Scans your body with angry eyes. Now you aren't free. You're just broken. I had such big plans for you, Sleeper. I invested in you. Then grips your arm hard and you feel a jolt of reaction. You will the arm to move, but you have ruined all of that. He speaks louder over the sound of the struggle behind him. I'll try to preserve your body, of course. I have my own uses for it. Your emulations. You feel one of his hands searching behind your head. Finds and grips a thick cable running into the port at the base of your skull. I will burn that out. Oh, something went red, I don't know. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body and spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling, cables plugged into your looping and wrapping around your limbs. Somebody got shot, I guess. Then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone diligently unplugging you. You meet his eyes, your mysterious saviour. Ooh. Hey! Moves a hand in your dead's face. You need to move. Lane won't be out for long. Oh, okay, not dead. He unloops a cable from around your wrist. Sleeper? Help me out here. You blink. Slowly. Do you know this person? That's an extra thing. Quotation mark. Speech mark. Whatever. He leans over you. You feel his hands on the connector, flicking switches, releasing locks. Come on, come on, come on! He tugs the connection clear and pulls you up. See the room you're in for the first time, filled with tech and terminals. Wires waving everywhere, all lit by big windows. Looking out at impossible bright screen-filled street beyond. Impossibly bright, not impossible bright. But anyway, in the corners you see the dark shape of a floating body, surrounded by a glittering constellation of crimson baubles. Is that blood? Move! You're wrestled and shoved towards the door. It slides open in front of you. Then you're out in all that brightness. All that movement, gliding towards some unknown destination. I'm not even sure where we are. Never mind the destination. Where are we now? You come to a stop in a dark alleyway. The one who guided you here, pausing, catching his breath, doubles over beside a massive life support unit, then sends a lukewarm breeze across your skin. That sends a lukewarm breeze across your skin. He does not send it. You stare at him, try to recall anything about him. You notice his tattered jacket, his low-waist clothes. You remember the station runs hot. Something about the power that flows through this place? Looks up and meets your eye. What's going on, Sleeper? He wipes sweat from his forehead and floats away under swarm of spheres. Talk to me. First, quick things first. I don't remember you at all. Who are you? You see concern frown across his face. Don't mess with me, Sleeper. That's not funny. Closer, eyeing you carefully. What station are we on? He narrows his eyes and waits for the answer. I don't know. I don't know. You close your eyes, trying to recall. You force your way through the dark to the image of a station. No, a city. Growing on the back of a vast set of hexagonal solar cells, shadowed by them. You open your eyes. Dark side. That word leaves your mouth like an exhale. An instinct. Before you heard yourself sound it out, you didn't know it was there. His eyes. And me? Who am I? You see something like fear in his eyes. Panic, perhaps. You stare hard at his face. Slight upturn of his mouth. The intensity of his stare. Nothing comes. He closes his eyes and drops his head, putting a hand to his temple. I did all this for whoever we are to him. And he's lost them. The reboot. He's speaking quietly to himself. Lane interrupted the process and lifts his head and stares at you. We need to keep going. We need to leave. He turns and kicks off down the alley. Come on. The rig can't be far. As you are led through the passages and serviceway of the station, try to recall your life here. The temperature of the dark feels familiar. You struggle to pin specific memories to it. Focusing hard, you recall waking up in these passages, cycle after cycle, the rhythms of the station flowing over you, along with the crowds. You recall desperation, and the slow decay of your body that caused it. Then Lane, those pale eyes, offering you a glittering vial. Stabilizer, the promise of supplying more for your work. Ideally locked you into like a cage. Then your memory fails you, in the dark beyond the moments. The residue of panic, of fear, remains. And I've just realised I should have. I mean, it was obvious here, but we have. Oh no, it's amnesia. Is the motivating factor for our hero. Such an overused trope, unfortunately. Alright. You're Lane's prisoner, Lane's plaything. You shudder in the cold passage. Hold! Your guide holds up a hand, and you stop your glide using the wall. Ahead you see the tunnel open up into a wide open bay, with a few doors leading to cylindrical tunnels. The docks. They're watching the rig. Nods towards the docks, and you see one of the doors has a couple of figures flanking it. One covered in ornate tattoos, the other with bright silver implants along their cheekbones. Mitsubo, Lane's guys, looks at you and shakes his head in frustration. All this, it's not coming back to you? Places his hand on his chest. I'm Seraphine, alright? Explained when he speaks. Lane? He was our captor, both of us. We did this so we could escape. I sure hope I wasn't the one with the plan. We need to reboot you, to break your dependence on stabilizer. We needed to reboot you, to break your dependence on stabilizer. What's this? You know what that is, right? You nod meekly. Supplies, fuel, crypto. Oh, cryo. Which is crypto. Lane interrupts me back there. Reboot incomplete and... He sighs and shakes his head. We can still make this work. He's back at the docks. I'll lead them away. You get the docking bridge open. If we make it to the rig, I know how to get us in. Got that? Send you your phone for a sign of recognition. I mean, I don't know what the rig is. I assume it's a ship. As we're here at the docks. One of those. Ooh, I've got it. Get that door open. He pats you on. He pats you on the shoulder. I know you can do this. Suffering kicks off hard and glides into the docks. Over here, shitheads! I mean, if anybody ever shouts at you, over here, then you know they are trying to distract you. He bellows to the guards as he barrels through. I mean, trying to sneak closer and then having somebody see you and then and running away, that is far more likely to be real than somebody going, over here! Look at me! They immediately push off the wall, giving chase. You wait a breath, then you glide across the door. Ride across to the door they were guarding. You look already panicked. The lightly sealed door, its control panel locked out. You hear a shout somewhere nearby. You hear a shout from somewhere nearby. You need to get it open. Alright. During scenes you may encounter skill checks. You can perform certain actions using your skills. Like the dice actions you will encounter later. Skill checks can have positive, neutral, or negative outcomes. The better the rating of your skill, the more likely you will succeed on a check. The odds of success are displayed when you select the check. You can see more info in the guide section of the pause menu. Okay. Hey, 50% positive, 50% neutral, because we're hacking, because we've got interface, we're engineer. 50% neutral, 50% negative. Well, before we go on, you're not a thing. Okay, you're just the things. No completed drives, no active drives. Alright. We've got a glitch up here, which is new, and a push. I assume those are good and bad effects that could happen. If I press escape... Guide, okay, that's got all of these things, fine. And also something off the top, which I can't see, which presumably says guides, which... Right, okay, all of this is off. Have I got the wrong options on or something? No, okay, I just cannot tell because... Alright. That's a shame. Difficulty when change, guide, resume, but we cannot see ourselves yet. So we will hack the door. Neutral outcome. You shift to the control panel, quickly trying to understand the readout. The door is on emergency lockdown. Somewhere, you hear more shouting. Fingers hover over the keys. You switch to the administration layer and begin flooding the door operation system with spoof requests. Desperately hammering the controls, the control OS crashes and the door judders halfway, failing. Go, go! Seraphine flies past you through the doorway into the docking tunnel. You see the two guards approaching fast across the docks. Quickly glide after Seraphine. Seraphine is already at the rig's door, inputting an entry code. Rig's door scissors open and you both rush inside. Quickly! Seraphine grabs you by the arm and drags you to the cockpit. Tips layout hazy to your mind. Uh-oh, should I really be flying? Jumps himself into the flight seat and straps himself into his own. You see him tap a series of buttons as he does, talking to himself. Come on. on. Rig's drive rumbles to life, and Seraphim slams a button on the console. With the force of the ship's acceleration as it pulls away. And we've escaped from everyone. Well, we're off. Yo ho! 6, 5, 2, 2, and a 1. Now, okay. Well, that's not what that is, but alright. As the ship glides, I mean, it looks like a white thing which should be able to scroll up and down. Maybe I can have more than 5 dice now. As the ship glides into place, the connecting bridge, its automatic systems nudged there by the port's docking protocols. Feel a sense of relief. Seraphim burned hard out of Darkside. You dropped in and out of consciousness as your seat. In your seat. Reading difficult. Right. You dropped in and out of consciousness in your seat as the rig made its way across the belt. But now, with open space between you and Lane, feel fresher, more awake. I bet Lane's going to come and get us. Seraphim breaks the silence. We're good, Sleeper. Oh, we're good, Sleeper. His eyes don't leave the monitor, and you realize this part of your escape is routine for him. And he must have docked this ship countless times on your work plane. Problem is, you don't remember any of them. We made it, he whispers, closing his eyes and letting out a sigh. Well, you certainly did, stranger who I don't know. He turns. You see a pained look on his face as you remember something, as if remembering something difficult. You've seen this exact thing to him. Had you said this exact thing to him before? In the same situation? You okay? Looks at you chewing one side of his lip, searching your face. Not really, he puffs. Seraphim reaches up, flicking through a set of switches in a practiced fashion, completing the shutdown. You watch, a little frustrated with your own uselessness. Running the rig, you realise, is just another thing you've forgotten. A clunk that runs through the walls of the ship is followed by a short, percussive alarm tone on the pilot's console. Docking complete. Seraphim kicks off from his seat, twisting as he glides past you towards the back of the cockpit. His hands find the rails on either side of the door, and he pauses, facing into the corridor beyond. Even. He turns back to you, backlit in cold cyan. We need a plan. Answer around. Lane's not going to let us slip away quietly, he sighs. We need to talk, we need to keep running, we hide here. We need to talk. I need to know what this is exactly, and how far Lane and his resources extend, and what you are to me, what I was to you. Why both of us risked it to leave. Seraphim furrows his brow. Not now, Sleeper. We need to forget. Flinches, the words coming out wrong. We need to focus on something other than... He pauses again, unsure. Us, says. We need to survive this thing first, then maybe we talk. No. That is not fair. Seraphim's eyes flash. What isn't fair, Sleeper, is that I gave up everything for someone who can barely remember my name. Hisses his own unexpected anger. We are not doing this. Slams the metal of the cockpit wall. Not now. Yeah. That is a thing. Losing somebody. It's a pain the majority of us can understand. Anyway. He closes his eyes and looks down. Just let me think. Makes me with a stare. I need to think. We've bought ourselves some time. He glances from the cockpit. He glances from the cockpit window at the blinking lights of the station. You may not remember Hexport, but I do. Plenty of opportunities here for us, if we can keep our heads down. Turns back to the corridor. That's what we'll do. Pushes off and glides towards the main lock. You following, pulling yourself along, hand over hand in 0G. Already emptied the tank on this thing. Slams a hand against the ship's inside. So we need to refuel, but that won't be cheap. If you and I know one thing, Sleeper, it's how to work. I'm going to get myself reacquainted, see if I can turn up any odd connections. People that might throw us an easy contract. You, glances back over his shoulder, you keep out of trouble. Can handle myself. I'm going to low profile. Got it. I'm going to say low profile. And it's weird. Last night, the last thing I was thinking of before I went to sleep was, oh, how would I do a fueling thing in a game? Oh, sorry. Babyface Richard. Indeed, I shaved. My apologies. As I say, this is a demo game, so part of the Steam Next Fest, so I don't have all the options, so I can't see all of the things on my screen. I'm forced into full screen, so I have to rely on looking down at the chat. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, hey.
Gremlin of the Opossum just redeemed. Sit on it and swivel.
Indeed, we can sit on it and swivel. And you know what? We'll go into big screen for that as well. Woo!
Gremlin of the
Yeah,
Opossum
now you can see
just
my...
redeemed.
Well, it's not a baby face because it was a couple of days ago I shaved. But yeah. And swiveling! Woo! Round and round, round and
Gremlin
round.
of the Opossum just redeemed. Hydrate.
Stretching and hydrating. Well, I will stretch over here for my water first of all. Oh, I didn't fill it up before starting the stream. But very delicious. And then, stretching. You're gonna miss the beard. Well, it will come back. It will come back, because that is... I am all or nothing with the majority of things in my life. So, it was time for no beard, but it will slowly grow back over time, and then we will have beard again. It will be there. So, yeah. Yes. For now, no beard. Yes, good to see you too. I was going to say... I'm sorry, I'm showing you more of myself than you expected. Still, there we go. I'm going to get myself reacquainted. Yes, we're going to go for a low profile, you know. Cover our face, make sure nobody can recognise us, etc. Seraphine stops at the airlock, stopping the reboot halfway through. Crew jacket on the lock and starts pulling it on. I don't know what that did to you. Jams an arm into his sleeve. I don't want you passing out in. Stops. I'll be fine. Don't baby me. It'll take both of us. What will take both of us? Oh, it'll take both of us to refuel the thing and get jobs and stuff. Excuse me. Sarah's eyes. I hate it when you are right. There's another crew jacket thrust at you. Put your damn hood up, will you? Not wearing my hoodie, I'm just wearing a t-shirt today. That's why you can see my arm. Anyway, you take it and slip it on. Thank you! Seraphine nods, snaps at the button to open the lock. The inner door hisses open and Seraphine glides through. We'll wait for a little bit, then leave. Anyone looking for us will be looking for two people travelling together. He looks at you in your worn crew jacket. The limited skies what is clearly asleep. Yeah, our robot body will probably stand out. We'll be back here later. Any trouble? Same thing. Me here. Takes another look at your disguise and shakes his head. This is a shitty idea. He gives you one last look. Maybe find yourself something to eat. Suddenly you recognise Seraphine's instinct to look after you. I have a relationship now lost to the reboot. Catch! Seraphine throws a handful of something towards you. You manage to grab the projectiles, and when you open your hand you find a stack of cryo-chits. You should get you some food. We'll need some more fuel and supplies. We'll need some more for fuel and supplies. I mean, we'll need more fuel and more food as well, but anyway. Negro says, that means odd jobs on the station for both of us. Seraphine kicks off and glides down the docking bridge. Don't go too far, alright? He shouts as he leaves. Take it slow. You mean I'm restricted to the first brig, or the first section of the game. You had to get loads of money and get a discount, or we could get a discount or a free thing to go into the next section in the first game, couldn't you? Anyway, and with that he's gone, leaving the connecting bridge and heading towards the docking concourse of Hexmore. You wait a moment in silence. Think about Seraphine, think about Lane, make a plan. No time to think about relationships that are past, even though I wanted to know about them and pushed him for it. But it's time to make a plan. You try to think ahead to what might be coming. You'll need work, that's the first step, but what then? Lane will be coming eventually. So the sooner you put some distance between you and Hexport, the better. So that's the plan. Rest, resupply, and run. The 3 R's. Most important 3 R's. You shake the thoughts from your head and pull the jacket tight. See what Hexport has to offer. Kick off and glide into port. Whee! And now we can go places. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. The game runs in cycles, during which you can perform actions with your dice, use cryo to buy food, fuel, supplies, and items. Progress clocks towards the new scenes and events. You can review tutorials at any time in the guide section. From the port menu, continues to mass review. Select locations with left click, right click to leave a location. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do going backwards and forwards on the hexes. Okay. That's the rig, and that is running. The rig is your ship and home in the Starward belt. While the rig is docked at the hub, there are multiple areas you can visit. Bunks, use dice to reduce stress. Don't know what stress does, necessarily. Use dice to reduce stress. Use supplies to regain energy. Other locations will unlock as you play. While the rig is docked at the hub, your crew will help you to gather resources to contribute to the upkeep of the ship. We don't have a crew yet. Ooh, well that's good to know. You can choose which resources they focus on in the crew action menu to the left. They have a random chance of acquiring it at the beginning of the following cycle. Alright. This is negative. Alright. This clock is a cycle clock. It will progress towards an event each cycle. Pay attention to those clocks. They will have different effects. Alright, okay. So that will keep going. I think we ever had... no, we did have some which went around in the last game as well. Okay, so we've got 43 cryo, 0 fuel, 2 or 5 supplies. Odd jobs can find you cryo. Scavenge fuel can find you fuel. Source supplies can find you supplies. Alright, well, I think finding fuel or supplies is probably better. Because presumably I can buy cargo, I can buy fuel and supplies with cryo. But finding, I don't know, finding 1 fuel might be worth 10, and you might find, we'll find fuel. I'll have you doing that. And here I can Starward kitchen, I can sleeping quarters. Well, let's have a look at the sleeping quarters. Rest and recover. Put a die in there, and it's a safe action, so I can put a 1 in there and we'll be fine. Sometimes it is necessary to rest, or at least try to, in the compact bunks of the rig. To help you reduce stress when not on a contract. Alright. Then we have galley. That will do the energy, and this has got to be the other thing. Is this stress at the top? These little dots, because they weren't there before. Alright, make a meal. Supplies are typically saved for contracts. When food isn't readily available, you've got to use what you've got to survive. And then you put a supply in there, and then I will get food, which will presumably give me energy. Alright. Well, those are interesting things, and then I can end the cycle, but I haven't used any of my dice. Export docks. Export exchange. Let's go shopping first of all, eh? Citizen Sleeper 2, you can perform actions by assigning action dice to them. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you are to succeed in an action. Your dice pool will be modified by your skill. Your skill modifier on the actions is displayed on the right. You will reduce or increase the value of the dice assigned to your actions. Like skill checks, dice actions have 3 outcomes: positive, neutral, and negative. Or positive, negative, and neutral. Each action is also rated safe, risky, or dangerous. Safey, risky, or dangerously, as I was going to say, based on the outcomes it has. The more dangerous an action is, the more significant both its rewards and consequences. For more information on dice actions, check the guide section of the pause menu. I mean, I would do, but look at how you'll... Oh, and I have to keep my die... Oh, that is... I have clicked on that. Clearly I want that to be... No, okay, fine, whatever. Alright, well, I mean, I can't read this. This is a shame. Can I do anything with you? No. Alright. And there's no, as we saw, options, music levels, ambient levels, scroll speed, so yeah. Alright, there we go. So, I can trade scrap. Trading scrap is about identifying materials and cleaning up components. It's an engineer's job more than a trader's. Alright, I'd really like to be able to look at my character as well. No? Because I know I chose things. I guess it is the demo. But I mean, even in the demo, I'd expect to be able to look at the character I have chosen to remind myself of what was going on there. And also the exchange. The exchange plus of the conversation of commerce. This is a place where contracts are found. You just need to look. So every job that we do will fill in part of this. I'm plussed because I've got socializing interface. I don't know, that looks like two arrows going together as if they are meeting. Like, hey, we're interacting. The data broker at the heart of the exchange, they show off their knowledge by discussing decryption. Many of you could talk the talk, okay? And up at the Hexport docks we have chat to cruise. Okay, maybe that's okay. I mean, it says it right there. There's engaged. The other one must have been something else that I wasn't looking at. Was being too stupid to see. Couldn't see the wood for the trees. Plenty of crews milling around the docks and moving cargo. They should be a good source of info. Export connections. Export thrums with life. Contracts to be made here. You are sure of it, but that requires 6 things. Export docks are a dizzying mess of braided cables and flickering signage. With busy spaces. Exploring is both thrilling and intimidating. And I guess I'm neutral on both of those. Skill required. Do I have the skill? I mean, I guess so. That interface. Yeah, alright. Well, this is risky. I'll have a 50-50 chance to begin with. I mean, I'm going to do it twice, I expect. 100% positive. What? Oh, because it went up. Right. Yes. Of course. I'd forgotten how that worked. Now if I put that in there... There we go. Yes. Okay. That is nice. I wonder if... Can I... No, okay. I wondered if I could click here and then just click on the die and it would go there. Nope. Wow. They have really improved... Oh. They have really improved that. Because I remember one of the things I was complaining about in the original was, oh, I can't click in the right space, I'll click over here and it doesn't go in the right bit. And now I can just click anywhere. Alright, yes, impress the brokers with our 100% positive outcome. Working! Woo! Plus plus, rules of the exchange. You progress the clock. Towards both positive and negative events. They can be filled by performing actions or by the passing of cycles. But this is a positive thing we've done. Intervene when 2 brokers struggle to unpick a Celestat cache. Expertly unpick its security protocols. They are impressed. Alright, and this will probably only go up to 3, which is at 50-50. Oh no, it's the 50 Yeah, okay. Fine, I was going to say, I'm sure there was a 50-50. Alright, that was the 5 which got bumped up to the 6, which is why I didn't see it. Alright, so 25, 50, 25. Alright, let's give it a go. Data brokers are the heart of the exchange. Show off the knowledge and by discussing decryption. We've read that. By discussing decryption. Maybe if you could talk the talk. I can talk the talk. And I got a positive outcome again. You intervene when 2 brokers struggle to unpick the cache again. Okay, and we have found a new location now. If I zoom out. Look at that, we have heard about the bar. If I go back here... Wait. Thanks for the trade hall. Okay, so having done that, that is now gone away entirely, and now I have Hexport Trade Hall and a Hexport Canteen. Ah, alright, no contracts. Right here, you can buy fuel, 5 cryo, for 1 fuel. Fill fuel if you have enough cryo, they can fill your fuel capacity in a single order. I mean, yes. That certainly is the way to do it. It's 10 for 5. I guess that's just so that you don't have to keep dragging it down and doing it all the time. I don't know. That just seems silly. All right. Buy supplies. Oh. All right. Okay. And that is saying it can do it for 3. 45, 15 times 3. Alright. And that will fill up the 3. So I guess it is dynamic. In that it's not just, oh, you can buy 1 or you can buy 10. It's you can buy 1 or 9. Right. Or, 1 or whatever number it is to fill up the car. Alright. So now I can buy supplies or fill the supplies. I don't need to fill supplies right now. Alright, let's go to the bar. Canteen. You can eat in exchange for cryo. Eating gives you energy, which I believe is that. I mean, it would be nice if it told me which of these was energy. Sorry, I was still reading that. Eating gives you energy, but anyway. Most trade halls have a canteen where they prepare their own dishes from packed supplies, otherwise you provide. Alright, I guess I need to go over here. Because, I mean, both of those things are things, but none of those things get me a contract. Both of these, I mean, this is a 100% chance. So we'll do the dangerous one over here, because it absolutely cannot fail. You haven't introduced me to the stress mechanics yet. Yep. Whee! Oh, we got 3! A new location was discovered for just doing the 3. This is bad and start to identify the signage and glyphs. The logic of hex unfolds. Alright, we've got a new location. Oh! Something about cryo on there. Chaotic. Dark side. Okay. Play Star and Stalker. SNS is a spacer's gambling game played with custom magnetic dice. Chits are stashed into simple marked cans, and winning is ruthlessly luck-based. Alright, presumably that is a chance to lose cryo as well as win it. I'll buy a Ben's Fry. Plastic bag, a flash fry, and salt quick tumble tubers. The Ben's Fry brings spacers back to the scattered tables at the bar, cycle after cycle. I don't know what a Ben's Fry is. Presumably it gives me energy or something? I don't know. Okay, so this is a chance to win money. And I guess I can get injured if I do this. Alright, well, let's do this. 50-50. And then we'll... No, the other one's going to be entirely neutral. Alright, well, let's do this one. We'll see what happens. Chance to cruise. We did succeed. Okay, you've joined a few spaces resting in the docks. Pick up a few local tips. Okay, so we got 1 out of that. And then I've got 1. Which... Oh! I've got a new location. Maybe that was there and I didn't see it. Freight loading. Warehouse. Set the hex port supply the industry operation of the station, meaning they need constant loading and restocking. That is double negative, so I can't go any lower than a 0. Skill required. Can I not do this? Or should I not be able to do this? And it is allowing me because it's a demo. Let's try it 50-50. -1 energy. Oh, that is energy. Okay. And that must be stability. Or what was stability. Flow freight is confusing and exhausting. You end the loaders, you step back, you're just in their way, and I missed what the other one said. Alright, okay, well, that's fine. Now it's the end of the day. Time to go home and rest up. End cycle. Oh, and I'll lose energy at the end of the cycle as well, won't I? Ah, that goes down. I've got all my dice. We're in trouble, Sleeper. Seraphim leans into the burst you were getting just as you were getting out of your one. No further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. Oh, hold on, we got 3 fuel. Nice. You drift out of the passengers. Out. You do not drift out of the passengers. You were not inside the passengers. That was not a thing. You drift out into the passengers, pulling on your clothes. Glide down the length of the ship. Cool air making you shiver. Seraphim is a silhouette silently away. Stops at the far end, diverting through a side door, shooting you a glance as he does. Find Seraphim inside, holding one of a tangle of arm-thick tubes waving in 0G energy growth. Wow, that is badly... You know what these are? Are they fuel pipes? Close enough. Either the engines feed line, or the waves one in the air. And before you ask, no, they aren't supposed to be waggling loose. What happened? I'm not going to ask why did you do it, because I don't think must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way to the dark side. Looks at this mess. We are lucky the reserve tank is empty. Otherwise, he shakes his head. It could have been bad. But he pushes the pipe to the side. No feed from the reserve tank means that the rig's range is limited to the local region only. That was his large lump iron housing of the engine. This thing can't take us anywhere far. Okay, so we fix it. That's the short of it. Someone whacks the engine housing again harder this time. Just not been on a run of luck. Hey, look, I've got a 6 and a 5, and a 4 and 2 3s. I'm lucky. Turns to start gathering the tangle feed lines. Frustration evident in the violence of his movements. We'll need a new set of these, that's for sure. He starts forcing them into the crate. How about you try to track them down? Can do. Let's take a look at things here and see if we can figure out another fix for the reserve tank. Glances up from his work. What I've heard on Hexwalk, Factory Row is a place to find shop fitters. Maybe you can do some recon while I sort this place out? It's on the other side of the station. Okay, we'll take a look. Zephyrin keeps walking. Wait! Zephyrin pauses. Seems not sure. There's something else. He drops the feed lines and they float, waving into the air like tubular seaweed. That was just all flappy, and then eventually I got there. I've heard word that Lane's on the hunt, he frowns. Message went out to everywhere in the local radius of Darkside. He's looking for us. Shit. You said it! Zephyrin sighs, which is why we need those feed lines. I'm going to try to work something out. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. Looks down. I'm no ship fitter. But while I do, you go hunting. See what you can turn up, okay? Smile's a weak smile. Now, get out of here. Go, leave. We don't love you anymore. We don't want you here. Leave the engine room. Clanking sound of Seraphin's cleaner is echoing through the ship. Fuel feed lines. That's the next step. Take a deep breath and head out. Yeah, you have discovered a drive. Drives helps you track and choose objectives in Citizen Sleeper 2. Press the arrow button on the top left to open the drive menu and choose which drive to track. Once a drive is tracked, a yellow marker will be placed above any location that relates to that drive. Drives come in 2 types, major and minor. Running a major drive rewards 2 upgrade points, and now we can see the upgrades. Huzzah! A minor rewards 1. Keep an eye on the drive menu to progress to see new opportunities and objectives are available. And those you want to pursue. Excellent. Escape Hexport. Major, Lane is hunting you. Hexport isn't far. Darkside, refuel, repair what you need, and leave before he finds you. Yep, we'll track that. And over here, Operator. Here we are. Welcome to the character screen. Here you can upgrade and configure your sleeper. On the left you can upgrade your skills to improve your dice. To improve the skill modifier applied to your dice when you undertake an action. To the right you can upgrade your push, your unique ability of your class. When upgrading your push, only 1 upgrade at each level can be active. You can configure which upgrade is active only while in the hub. Okay. I've got no points available. Okay, now this is good. I like this. This is an improvement. Right? It costs 4 whatever to upgrade them. That's good. Okay, this is an improvement because in the last game you could just get everything. Now here, the choice that you make at the beginning impacts your starting skills and locks off one thing entirely. And of course you've got your push as well, which will be unique to each character class. This is great. This is I'm not going to say a vast improvement, but it's good that there is uniqueness to the characters that you choose. Alright, and that will be having the skill, and that will be upgrading it by 1, and that will be upgrading it by 2. But there's no things, because previously, when you added things, you also got some sort of there was abilities and dice. You got stuff as you went. Alright, no damage on push reroll. Reroll plus 1 dice. Plus 1 stress, reroll 1 lowest dice. Stress to reroll your action die. Okay. damage on push reroll. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean if you roll the same thing, you would or worse, you would ordinarily take damage? I don't know. -2 stress if you roll a 6. That's interesting. It's a shame that that is covering over the picture, but okay. Because that just looks like a weird thing poking at the bottom. Reroll random die, but +1 reroll. So you might reroll a 6, but you can reroll 2. So, or 3 dice in this. Because you would reroll 1 from the base action, 2 from this, and another random one, which would be horrible. Reroll dice cannot be a 1. Reroll random dice for +1 to the roll. Interesting. So you can reroll 1 die, you can reroll a second die with this, you can reroll 2 low dies and a random die, but that will give you +1. Or you can reroll 2 random dice, 2 of the lowest dice, and you will get +1 to 2. Or you can lose stress. Interesting. Reroll and push down. I mean, I really want to know what that means, but I don't know. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got a new thing over here. Rig engine. Let's just have a quick look. I'm probably going to have to make a meal or eat some tubers. Bunks. I can reduce stress, which I don't have any idea what that means. I mean, the fact that these are under here, that was stability before. I couldn't remember whether this was stability or energy. Right. This was stability, and I'm not losing any now, which is interesting. Alright. Fit the feed lines. Okay, once I've got 1 feed lines, then I can do that. Engine's fuel capacity is extremely limited, but new feed lines would allow you to go a reserve tank to increase it. Alright. Now what is explore? Explore is that, and what is map? Ah! But we can go to different places. Oh, look at that. I mean, this is probably where we can get within our fuel right now. And like, you can go to these dots. But anything outside? Okay, cool. Yeah, with our fuel and supplies we can go that far. Nice! Okay, interesting. So I can play. I could work that with a 6 immediately. I have Ben's fry for 7. Still got to do these 2. Got a 5 in there. Oh, that wouldn't. Oh, wait one. Got the warehouse again. Freight load down. And if I put the 6 in there, you will go down by 2, right? Yep. Nope, don't stop the action. Just leave. Oh, there's a new location. Let's just double check. Export canteen. Into the canteen. So the other one was 7. I presume that will give me 1, and 13 will give me 2. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. The trade hall. Yes, see, now I need less. Alright, okay, sorry, ship crew. Let me come back to you, and you find me some supplies. Supplies 15 each, so yeah, you found me 15 worth of fuel, which is great. Alright, and you are the new location, the factory row, or row, I assume it's row. Factory owners of the row speak loosely in terms of supply and demand. Going door to door, you might help find the ship fitter you need. Only need 4 of those. That's risky. Factory row is filled with workers hauling material through zero-G corridors. Happy might win you some fans around the factory. And this is dangerous. Now I assume that the dangerous one will fill in 2. Or maybe even 4. Yeah, alright. That's 50-50 odds, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, no. I meant to take the die out. Yeah, alright, we'll do Intuit at 6. 100% positive. Whee! 2 for the trusted supply. You just around the scrap factories. The owners engage just a little around scrap contracts. clients and the factory owners respond well to the haggling, eager to meet your challenges. We got 2 of those. So I've got 4 in there, that's 50-50. That's not, it's 5, which is 50-50. Come on, give us a positive result again. Yeah! Trusted supplier has been found. Alright. Factory row of Vowels as you walk through its grand passages. There are as many bays and rooms as once were, now serve as containers for industry of every kind. Wearing manufacturers. Precisely it. Wearing manufacturers. Anyway, precisely engineered components with rapidly spinning arms. Scrappers hammer incessantly at midship plates. Everywhere there is energy and activity, and for a good reason. Export itself is built on the derelict fragments of the solar reflector. Even a small amount of energy generated by its remaining merits is enough to power a city of machines. It's familiar to you, of course, a strange far-off way of the dark side. That place, your memories of it are funny haze. It's hard to forget the glint of its hexagonal reflections, 10 or 20 times more in the number than exports. And that wild flickering city roaring back at you. In comparison, export feels provincial, but deep in Factory Row, you can almost be back in Darkside. Then you see them, choose just like those Seraphim had waved in your face. Feed lines. Push over to the display window. No, you don't push over the display window and make it smash on the ground, grab them and run away. Anyway, there's like marked Carsten's supply. Block capitals cut from whole plates. There, amongst an angled shelf of oversized ship components, sits the feed lines and some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. Slip inside with the sound of the factory room on the screen. Spot a large figure working at a bench. Hunched over and concentrated. Seems he doesn't notice you enter. I can wait patiently. You let him work, watching as, despite his heavy build, he delicately aligns the components, their layers slotting like puzzle pieces. After a few moments of observing the process, he turns his head towards you. It's Carsten, the intimidating shipfitter. Can I help you? Accent is heavy and unknown to you. I'm just going to go straight for it. I'm just going to say, oh, I'm going to express interest in them, and then see how nice a person you are. Whether you're going to gouge me for all the money I have. Those feed lines, how much? There's a sharp clink as Carsten places his tools and components against the magnetic plate of the wall. He turns with surprising grace and begins cleaning his hands on a cloth. Sharp eyes scan you. Carsten's thick features do not betray the results of his assessment. Custom built those for a client you've never collected. Looks at his hands while he speaks, checking for stray ore stains. You have one of the old MEVs then? He sounds out the letters. Oh, he doesn't say MEV, he says MEV. Sounds out the letters in a way you don't recognise as he speaks. Oh, so sorry. You have one of those models. Clink, put weak. This, yeah, we don't recognise how those letters go. Trying to recall anything about your ship, but the memories elude you. Perhaps Seraphim should have come along? That's right. It's always good to see one of those almost running around. Look, Carsten drifts over to where you're standing. It's imposing height and effort. For a fellow enthusiast like you, continues in a distinctive monotone. Let's say a few hundred cryo on fleet jets. She's a glance at the feed lines. 400, let's say, to be precise. I don't have 400 right now. Carsten looks you up and down and sniffs. It's expensive, I know. It's a shame, but it's just what they're worth. No, they're worth what the market is willing to pay. That is how capitalism works. And I assume we're working on a capitalist thing, anyway. It's just what they're worth. He screws up his mouth a little like someone would maybe as well. However, I'm more of the bartering type myself. What can we do for you? Carsten not say to bartering. There's a little flavour I need a crew for, and well, you look like you might be a good fit. He tucks cloth away in the pocket and clasps his hands over an old Solheim rig out there. Real old, pre-collapse. Oh yes, Solheim was the company that collapsed, putting the name of base escapes me, but the base that we were on before into peril in the first game. In fact, we're in a dead zone, so no one has ever really cut it. So not only that, but Solheim derelicts have a habit of triggering nasty security protocols when broken by an unfamiliar ship, not slim. Oh, that's the thing. I haven't been able to go into the matrix or whatever, the interface, whatever, do the thing. So anyway, so it's been left well alone. A salvager like you, an old Solheim rig, but it wouldn't even flinch if it saw you coming. Smiles. I have a special interest, a need for that old tech. All those old Solheim ships had a data core. Ah, data cores. And while I don't care about the accounting reports or material ledgers or whatever they kept on the damn thing, I do care about the hardware. So if I was to find you back here with that data core in your cargo, clean cut and complete, well then I can see my way to doing a straight bar up of those feed lines. Nelson sniffs the air. Good. Just need the coordinates. Simple as that. Simple as that. He repeats in a monotone like, oh, simple as that. So, you're interested? Sorry, I did not realise you were monotone before. Dances back at the workbench. Because I'm a busy man. Yeah, I'll do it, why not? Alright then, got a heavy hand for you to shake. One way you reach out, he grabs your forearm instead. Push you closer, squeezing your arm. Let's keep this one. Let's keep this one between us, alright? You know, since it's huge, closer. It's our deal. I mean, no, I'm going to tell my crew what we're doing and why we're doing it, but beyond that, yeah, I'm okay. Before you respond, he thumbs a little drive at you. Well, those coordinates lets you go of your arm. You swear it's a wink. I'm sure he's not that monotone. Anyway, take a moment to gather yourself, and by the time you do, whirring fills the air. Carsten, having returned to his workbench, turn and glide out of Carsten's smile with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement. Stomach. The coffee factory row. Yes. A contract. Starward might even be impressed. Look at the drive in your palm and smile. This could be a route out. Think of leaving this place behind in possession of an improved chip too. I mean, why does the contract have to be, or sorry, why does the coordinates have to be on a drive, which I will obviously have to plug in somewhere so that I can read them? I mean, for all I know, it could be a virus. If viruses still exist in this thing. You know what? Ew. Burn a stretch. I need that. Did I not stretch before? I thought I did. Anyway, if I did not. Suddenly a small but firm hand falls on your back. You got a small voice coming with it. Hey, hey, wait up! Turn and passage to a young woman, her hair waving for a rapid glide as she catches up with you. She says to someone, shut her. Sorry, she's quite small. Wanted to catch you. You need the secretive data extractor. Okay. Don't I? I'm wondering how many characters from the first game come back. I mean, we don't know what time frame it is. It might be happening at the same time, so we know. And Junie. Dark eyes roll around nervously. You notice the terminal she carries something data scrubbers all on deck. A backpack full of computers and trailing wires. What's up? Carsten. His aunt's still catching her in. She sent me to grab you. No, she did. No, he didn't. Lying sack of shit. Wants me to come with you on that job. No. I shoot down to the drive with the palm of your hand. She smiles again. No. Are you sure? That's what he said. Carsten's always sending me on things like this. He wants to help you. Guess he wants me to help you out. Even I think she wants. I can be pretty helpful. No, I'm not sure. So, looks through the passage. Should I meet you at your ship and tell you where you can tell me when you're ready to go? No. I want you, you lying person who is trying desperately to get a job. He's nervous. Sure, I mean, I'm not sure when you're leaving. I'm not sure you're coming. I mean, what is thinking? I mean, Kirsten said I need to go. He glances back in the shop's direction. It's pretty mad when people don't go for anything else. Let's see. No, I don't care. Look, she glances around. You're going to need me out there. There's a reason that derelict phone. My specialist is online reps. Meet your eyes. I can help you get what you need. Whatever. Smiles a weak smile. And I pushes off and waves around. Looking forward to working with you. No, I did not consent to you coming onto the ship and doing things. We might blow and explode on because we don't have your wings, but that is my choice to make. You don't get to con your way on. Alright? She moves back as an afterthought. I'm just gonna let her go, I don't care. You watch her disappear down the passage. Things are complicated already, but at least we have a contract. And a way to get the feed lines. Juno clearly works with data based on the gear she's looking around, which might make her useful when it comes to pulling out data. The question is, what does she get out of it? Why didn't Kirsten mention her sooner? Because she's not part of Kirsten. Oh, if she is part of Kirsten's group, then this is terrible introductions. Consider your options as you head back towards the rig. Hey, I don't know about this, Sleeper. So Red looks nervously out the rig's window as you finish explaining Carsten's Xeon as well as Junai's organs. This job was easy. Carsten would have done it himself already. Maybe he doesn't like going out in ships. Means there's a catch. Transit stars, and there's definitely something going on with this Junai girl. Yeah, I don't believe that she is part of it. What choice do we have? She could be useful, but he is a lucky boat. What choice do we have? What if we could get the crowd together and buy the feed lines? I mean, yes. Carsten wants about her. You're right, Severin thighs. I can't shake the feeling that we're wandering in blind. Yeah, I can't, but I think we're doing that too. Plus, Severin gets you slightly. It managed to turn something up on the station. Found a contract board in the exchange for the installation. This is what takes what we take on a job that might get us most of the way towards buying those feed lines. Plus, even if we do take Carsten's job, a bit of money to fill to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up on fuel, supplies, be ready for whatever comes. Take a look. Good. Severin nods. While you're at it, you might want to see if you can scare up some freelance crew too. Severin shrugs. Many hands make light work and all that. Or, stop messing around. Take Carsten's job right now. Get it done before you think twice. Severin yours. Looks like a whole set of bad options to me. Either way, you've still got to work on the drive. Severin nods. Farewell. Head back to the engine room. Let me know what you decide. We are making the decisions. Us, who have no memory of what's going on and can't remember how to run the rig or anything else. That's great. For a moment you pause, letting the haze of plans and ideas settle in your mind. Suddenly you curl up, pain shooting along your spine. You grit your teeth, your muscles lock tight. Your vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut. You feel a shift, as if some connection has broken. It's almost impossible to describe, like you are floating away from your body. Disappearing. Dispersing, even. Disappearing. It's not even a word. Dissolving. There's nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth. Another shift comes. Back in your body. Trembling against the metal wall of the passage. Or the passage. At least it wasn't the meat wall of the passage. It was the metal wall of the passage. Pain slowly fades, becoming a pulsing throb and a residual flicker. Flex and zero-G, stretching out the tension. There's a strange sensation of distance. The pain. Disconnection between your body and yourself. Flickering numbness that refuses to recede. I wonder if the reboot has done something to your body. If there's some new sensation, you'll have to live with indefinitely. I mean, it could be an old sensation that you just don't remember having because of your reboot. It strikes that you know so little about the body that hazards you. It could be moments away from collapse, or it might preserve countless cycles like this. Persevere. You try to shake off the feeling, pushing your hands against each other. You feel like they are yours again. Time is the only thing you need. Right now, it feels like it's running out fast. You head to the airlock. You have work to do. You have unlocked a new contract. Open the map screen to view it. Map screen. Map screen. Well, that's me being able to go up and down. And there's the map screen. Contracts of high risk, high reward jobs that you and your crew can take on. Contracts require preparation and care to succeed. Gather enough fuel to travel to your contract. Gather as many supplies as you can to afford. Keep you and your crew going. Look for opportunities to recruit crew temporarily or permanently. Help on a contract. Consider which crew to take. They have different skills and stress resistances. Who you choose can affect the story. Once you're ready, you can select the contract on the map and then your crew to proceed. Alright, okay, so that's the contract. One feed line for extracting the data core. Carson is offering you straight up barter for the feed lines if you bring him the data core from the derelict. Any raw scrap you pull out is yours. No, alright. It's danger. Alright, well, there we go, thank you. Let's go back and see what else is going on. I desperately need to buy food. Oh! Swift scrap sol. And Carson supplies. Okay, I'm going back to Carson supplies. Buy them or deliver a data core. Right? Carson wants a data core from the Solheim Derelict. Deliver it and the feed lines are yours. No question asked. Input 1, Solheim data core. Carson has a set of refurbished feed lines. Exactly the spec of the rig's engine, but they don't come cheap. Alright. You're because that is escape hex. Look, can I toggle multiple? No, we'll only do one at a time. Alright. And that is up here. Alright, okay, well I want to toggle tracking off both. Alright, so look there, but here is a new place. We can data diffusal shift. Most graveyards have data diffusal. Work to offer as old tech tends to be laced with protocols and countermeasures that need disabling. Okay, and it's risky. Interface is possible. Right, that is interface. Wait, no, that's the wrong one, sorry. But what does that get me? I assume that gets me money, because it doesn't seem to be saying, well, maybe it'll give me something else. Scrapyard shifts, Swift Scrap Solutions, or Triple S as it's known locally, chaotic and slightly terrifying scrapyard, where open shifts are always available. I mean, Swift Scrap Solutions, even if it wasn't locally, I would expect it to be called Triple S, but anyway. Sell raw scrap. Triple S is considered processing scrap from the factory. Pay good money for raw hull plates. Well, I don't have any hull plates, I don't have any there, but okay. Steel required for those. Repeatable actions, okay. Let's just go back to the canteen. I'm gonna input money right now. That's cryo. There we go. Make purchase. Oh, it fills it up entirely. Oh, lovely. What the tubers do then? Because I was assuming it was a difference between 1 and 2 energy. Obviously not. Buy fuel, fill fuel, buy supplies. Yeah, okay, I need to get money now. Signal source for 200 cryo. Somewhere on the hex warp. Station management have located a Conway signal. Concerned to see one so close. Now looking for someone to disable the source. Okay. And it cost me 10 to buy a contract. Oh, if a contract for hex warp administration requires a fee to be paid to receive the coordinates of the job. Okay. That's the warehouse where we can do freight loading, risky jobs with Endure. The bends. Oh, I don't have the 6 anymore, do I? So I was going to guarantee a good win with a 6 for that. But alright, and export dogs. Chat to crews. This is where I still need to do things. Alright, well, let's use our 4 on you. 50, 25, 50. 25% negative, 50% neutral, 25% positive. Off we go. -1 energy for a negative outcome, but +1 hex. On there. Spotting you are a sleeper. The crew shouts across the docks at you. You give them a wide berth. Alright, well, I mean, if I could somehow use my push, that would be great. Do I do that and then push it on the push? There we go. We did that in neutral. And a few spaces resting in the docks. You pick up a few local tips. And now we've done export connections. Presumably means I can hire crew. So we're gliding across the dock. Of course, you hear a scuffle. The noise of raised voices cuts through the conversation, drifting out of the dock's edge. Shops, not ships. Glancing down an alley, you see a huddle of figures shouting back and forth. You spot one man in the middle of the group, surrounded, pushing others back as they grab on a bag slung over his shoulder. Don't like the way this looks, but again, Sophron told you to keep your head down. Endure to rush in or cause a distraction. Well, I can't endure. Well, I can endure, but you know, it's neutral or negative. I'd rather have a positive outcome. Endure it, cause a distraction. Neutral. Look around for something that could break up the fight. You see a thick coolant pipe running down the alleyway. I guess that cost me some energy. Or no, the energy came out of the neutral thing. Out of the You quickly try to understand the system. You choose the valves to start spinning. As you do, the systems begin to vent in sequence down the alley, violent jets randomly bursting into the air. Well, not randomly. There's a scramble in the alley, and you spot the figure who's being attacked drop down to the alley floor. Something went red. Your vision instantly fills with pale liquid as a jet of coolant jumps nearby, missing you but sending you spinning in 0 G. After a few moments, manage to steady yourself. As you do, you see a clear alley, silence of lead, with one figure gliding towards you. I assume they're young. Hey, it's Femi. Phoebe? I suppose you think that was clever. The man gives you a severe look. You like to break up fights you didn't start? He laughs. Haha, Bel's gonna eat you up. The stubborn salvage your captain. He tips a large bag on his shoulders, weightless but unwieldy in 0 G. I was helping. I'm helping! The man laughs. Well, shakes his head. Thanks, I guess. Kicks off and drifts past you. Watch the man go. After a moment, he stops and turns back. Rubs his warhead. Looking down as he does. What's your deal, anyway? He tells. Maybe you're new here, but Hexport is no place for do-kidders. I need help as well. You needed help. I helped you. I need help. Perhaps you can help me. The man raises his eyebrows. So, you look in trouble? Shakes his head. You got it all wrong. No. Look, let's not hang around, alright? The man pats his chest. I'm Femi. Phoebe. Femi, I'm gonna call you. And shoulders one of the bag, pushes it towards you. Make yourself useful. Let's head. Sure, that's how people speak. They say, let's head. Get the strap of the bag over your shoulders and follow them through the docks, gliding past the concourse towards the connecting bridges. He cuts down a side passage, looking back to check you are following, then stops on the docking bridge connected to a dull green ship with yellow markings. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just get on your ship. You might close the doors and run off with me. You look out the viewing window. It's cold catamaran-like shape, built seemingly from 2 separate holes wedged together. Really? I assume it's that one. It might be the smaller one, but neither of those look catamaran. Silver Crash, he says. You assume that's the ship's name. Hey, you bringing strays? A young woman, brightly dressed and stretching her sea lines, drifts into the passage. He glances at you. No offense. Headstrong and spirited salvager. Nia. Maybe shake his head. This one. Please see your sword. Help me fend off some Hexport scum while you were busy sunning yourself, not stunning yourself. Why would you stun yourself? Nia raises an eyebrow. I'm sure you can handle them, big brother. A glib response hides the flash of concern that passes across her face. You can't tell if Femi noticed. Nia turns towards you. She smiles sweetly. I'm sorry for my brother. She shoots him a glance. Just in general. Sibling relationships. Nia. Femi murmurs. Enough now. Reaches over and takes the bag you were carrying. Nia rolls her eyes at you and stays silent. Factory row wouldn't take these. Going have some bags. I'm gonna load them back up. Maybe we'll find it useful for them. Turns back to you. Thanks for the assist, sleeper. That's firmly. Not what I expected. He slaps the button on the bridge door and kicks off along the docking bridge on his way to the Silver Crash. Nia looks at you with a raised eyebrow. I hope my brother was joking, or did you really help? It was nothing. Humble and a hero. She laughs. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. She looks back up the ship. My brother needs more help than he admits. Why do you say that? What do you mean? She says it. I don't know if... She smiles a tiny smile. I shouldn't have said anything. That's fine. She pauses, thinking. I want to ask you something. She takes a deep breath and gives you a direct look. What is she building up to? Are you looking for crew? Yes, absolutely. He looks away. Sorry to read direct, but you seem like, well, if you are an expert, maybe you're with a crew? I mean, maybe your crew needs crew. Maybe you're looking? I am. I'm not going to ask why. She struggles to hide a smile. He looks back at the ship, then at you. But I'll be honest, being on a crew with my brother is nice, but he's suffocating me. He frowns at her own bluntness. I'm not a kid anymore, you know. He still sees me like one. Ah, the curse. The curse. Also the blessing. I mean, you let them grow up, but... Oh no, they're gonna crash! Sorry, I was looking at this thing over here. But I guess they're underneath it. Phew, they're not crashing. No, now you're... Wow, you have crashed. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Like your siblings. You always remember them as they were. What's going on? Fixed another point in your mind. You know, they grow up, can do different things. That's not the relationship you have with them. Or at least, that's how I view it. I'm not kidding anymore, but he still sees me as one, she shrugs. I want to show him I can handle myself. I need experience. I need to run some contracts. He was determined. Look, what do you say? Shouldn't I ask your brother? No. Yeah, I'll think about it. Absolutely. I'm a good salvager, alright? You can use me, she smiles. I can spot things. Find gaps, ways in. She puts her arm across her chest. I know what I'm doing. Let me talk you well. She glances back at the ship. Just consider it, alright? Let me prove myself. Suddenly a shout comes from the ship, echoing down the passage. Fleming used to make both of you nervous. He looks in his direction. I should go. She pushes off towards the docking bridge. I'll be waiting. Nia gives you one last glance as she departs, then disappears onto the docking bridge, leaving you alone in the passage. New local crew available. Minor drive completed. 1 upgrade points. I can't buy anything with that because they're all 4 to buy anything, and 2 for these. You know, I'd really like to be able to use my push. That just takes me straight back. Okay. Alright, well I've got 1 dice to spend. 1 die. And I think I might go to the exchange board and pick up that contract for 10. Make purchase. Signal contract accepted. Paid the fee on this contract, you need to complete the job. Export will pay you upon your return. We'll get 200 credits for it. I mean, as long as that doesn't eat up all our fuel and supplies and stuff. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to use up this die. Then we'll rest. See if they pick up supplies for us, our crew. And then we'll take thingamajig, and then we'll go out and do the contract. No, you're where I can buy feed lines. What did you have? You had an interface. It's risky. I've got, you know, a decent chance of doing it. 75% that something will happen. Good. Well, let's do it. 9 cryo, a neutral outcome. Managed to defuse the countermeasures of a set of thrusters. The scrapyard managers seem impressed. Oh, there we go. Alright, now it's back to the rig. Now it's time for sleeping. End the cycle. Need some more energy. I would really like to be able to utilize my push somehow. Know what stress is, etc. But maybe I can only do that when we're there. Okay, we'll go on the map. Actually, first of all, just check. Nothing else has opened up. Nope. Oh, map. Oh, frick. And here we are. Conway signal. The station managers will locate the Conway signal. They're concerned to see one so close. I'm looking for someone to disable it. Okay, let's go. 2 fuel. It's going to cost us no supplies, and we found a supply. Excellent. And who do we want to take with us? You have to come with us. You've got no stress. You've got skills in. You're not available to come. Okay, so you are available to come. Alright. So I guess that's it then. Okay, so you can only have 1, or at least there's only 1 for this. Maybe you can take more and bigger missions. We're going to have... I would like to be able to see my things. Right, you're physical. You're... I can't remember what those mean. I and I can't hover over them to see what they are. So I wanted to see what, because I know I'm good at interfacing, which is you. You're just as good at me. Alright, well, we'll travel to the contact. Come on, Nia. Confirm group. Let's go. There we go, there's my thing. Oh! 4, 6, 4, 3, 6. So 2 6s. It's a drone! Zephyrin spots the signal source first. Like, barely shimmering off its dark hull-like design trait that pertains its covert use. Oh, I hadn't read Troubled Stubborn and On the Run. Flash catches your attention. You see a rent in the hull, through which red light pulses. Wounded. Zephyrin checks out. Wish they'd finished the job. You seen one before? Have I? Zephyrin looks back over his shoulder towards you. We've seen one before, don't you? Sorry. I know it's not your fault. He sighs. Looks over at the drone. They'd had us work on one on the dark side bay. It was barely a shell. Disarmed and deactivated. He had us searching through its guts for salvage. Even that one gave me the creeps. It had its core ripped out. He pushes the ship closer. This one is still alive. Can't wait. Nia kisses her teeth. Corporate scum. She glances over. You glance over at her. You see fire in her bright eyes. Don't even dare to come here and force us out. Ourselves. All proxies and drones. She shakes her head. Typical cornbread cowards. Run into them before? She glances at you. You might say that. He looks out at the drone. You won't see me taking my eyes off that thing for a second. I mean, it's possible you used to work for it. Zephyrin carefully guides the ship closer. Watch the drone. The system is full of these things now, running missions on their operators. For their operators, not on their operators. Ran to see one out in the belt though. Maybe got hit during a run-in with the Senstat mercs? Looks like it's drifting. Most of the system's blown out, but look there. Jabs her fingers towards the red light on the far side of the road. Still broadcasting. Maybe even receiving? How do we shut it off? Zephyrin brings us closer. What I remember from the dark side job is that the central core and the broadcast array need to be shut off to kill these things. Hey, now I can push! So I can only push when I'm out on contracts, I guess. Wait. Oh, I can't look at that. No damage on push. Does that mean I take no stress when I do that thing? That's interesting. How else do I accumulate stress things? I thought I could only get it from pushing. But obviously not. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's the 6. Glitch. Which I assume is the... Well, that looks like it fills in, though. Oh, no, okay. So maybe when you get a 6, you will glitch. 6 is good, but you will also glitch. I don't know. Alright, so we're to even closer. What I remember from the dark side job is that the central core killed off. Cool, we'll turn off local systems. The broadcast array will sever the links with the Conway operators. So it's once, but you bet those systems are protected. I'll let you explain. Your attention is suddenly drawn by the shadow from the drone, like a tremor running along its length. The thing is rigged to blow, Sleeper. He frowns. Go slow, be careful. Glad I got 2 6s. And the 4 can be probably pumped up into a 5 if we're doing interfacing stuff. Anyway, go slow and careful. We don't touch anything we don't know about. Gonna press all the things. So many shiny buttons. Big red ones that I'm gonna slap my whole hand on. Gonna do it all. Turns back to Nia. You hear that? I got you. She looks in his ear. Zephyrin brings the rig to a stop, not the rib. Close enough for you to cross through the open space to reach the hull of the drone. Let's suit up. Do I need to? I guess I might. You head down to the airlock to prepare. As you get suited up, think of the corporate war taking place on neither systems, or what this drone was driven from. Out here, on the shore of the conflict. I would have said rim, but anyway. Excuse me. Alright, okay, the biggest danger is that this flotsam and jetsam drifting in with the tides and onwards of the system might, one cycle, bring the war with it. Okay, yeah, I suppose if you're doing that analogy, then shore is better. For now, the belt is outside of its reach. But looking at its red pulsing drone, it doesn't give you much comfort. Alright, here we are. Welcome to your first contract. While on a contract, you will be able to assign 2 dice for each crew member, as you would assign your own dice. Pay attention to the crew skills. Use them effectively. Certain outcomes crew will take crew stress. When the stress is full, you will no longer be able to use them to perform actions. Right, well, they've only got 2 actions each, so... While on a contract, your energy bar will automatically be supplied for each cycle you have available supplies. When your supplies are depleted, both you and your crew will suffer 1 stress per cycle. Ah! Didn't realise I was going to be out here for multiple cycles. Contracts also have their own contract stress. When that bar is filled, the contract will fail. Good luck! I guess. Alright, so 4 and then it will blow. What's that? Oh, it's because I'm still here. I've got the meter filling up here. Right, yes. Okay, hull damage, access hatch, and you have a 3 and a 1. That's unfortunate. And you've got whatever those are. Engage, social stuff, intuit, engineering, input, and you're enduring, and you've got a 6 and a 4. Neither of those are plussed, but you're good at those things. Alright, okay. Well, let's have a look at hull damage. Alright. Now we've got weird symbols down the side here. Might be possible to slip through the gap in the drone's damage armor. Once inside, where to go? How to find the broadcast array? Wow, we have 3, so we've got 12 to fill in there. The drone's damage provides a lucky access point to the broadcast array and has to be disabled. So what does that mean? Oh! Okay. Me, Seraphim, Nia. Okay. We can do that because we have the skills, but you don't. So if I try and put that in, intuit skill missing, so it dropped it by 2. I see. Alright, okay. Negative, negative. Right, yeah. And over here, crate opening. Get where the drone sustains some damage. With a lot of effort, it might be possible to pry away the plates and create an entry point. Alright. If I put 4 in here, it remains a 4. Alright, okay. Interesting. So we both have negatives because we don't have the skill. But you could do both of those. Alright. Over here, reprogram hatch with the drone in such a reactive state, ready to fry itself in defense. Perhaps reprogramming the hatch to open to your crew is the best approach. Which we're trying to do control access. Getting inside the drone requires care as much as force. Conway is highly protective of their proprietary systems. And this is also a 12. So have I got 2 12s to do? Yeah, that's broadcast access. And this is control access. So I need to get both of them. Alright, okay. I can do that one well, because I've got a +1. Both of you are -2s, and we're all -2s on release the hatch. Nobody has engineering. The drone is in a delicate state and any damage could cause it to trigger its self-destruct. Take skill to release the access hatch. Alright, okay. Can you do stuff here? Make a meal. We don't want to do that. The supplies are going to be used rather than energy. This is safe. Action unavailable. We can't rest and recover. Maybe that's because nobody has any stress. We'll come back here when somebody has stress. And here, fit the tube lines, which we can't do. Okay. Well, let's start over here. I mean, we're going to use both of them in here. Hopefully you don't get a negative result. Hopefully you don't trigger the stress of the drone. 1. Neutral outcome. Drone's dark hull plating gives under pressure. Opening starts to take shape. Cool. And now we'll do the 6 over here. 100% positive. So hopefully this will do 2. Yep, double rocket. Nice work, Sleeper, apparently. Says the comms. Even though it wasn't me, it was you. Are you just bragging about how you were doing nice work? As the hull plating comes away, a red lit tangle of twisted cables and piping is revealed. Interior of some creature. Okay, now we can do this. And it might be... I mean, this is a 25-50. here. Alright, let's take a look. No? What if I tell you to do it with your 1? Alright. Alright, let's take a look. I'm there if you need me. Sure. Hey, that was a fun one. Broadcast access positive outcome. Seems that the yellow cabling is part of the broadcast system. Following it may be the key. Alright. So we've done 5 down here. I could put the 1 in here. That's dangerous. Right, let's take a look. And I don't want to... That's a 50-50, right? Yeah. Negative or neutral. I don't think we want that. We'll go up here. Nobody can do that, but I can do all of these. So we might get control access really quickly. I'm guessing I'm going to get 4... Probably 6. Let's do this. 100% positive. Interface skill proficient. The drone is in such a reactive state that it hatch shifts slightly as the systems give over control. Almost there. Got +2 from that, yeah. So there we go. Then we'll make this interface skill proficient. Hatch left slightly as the system gives over control. Almost there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. No, that did 6. Ah, so we're gonna get more than 6. So more than halfway there. Glories to go. Control access. Neutral outcome. Drone systems begin to give up the sequence with enough time. The access hatch can be opened and edited. Sure, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. We've got a 3, which will become a 4, which will give us a... No, it's not the 50-50, the 5 is the 50-50. I wonder if... I mean... Reroll lowest die. This would always have been the one that was rerolled. And I'd like to see the thing work, so... You just gain some stress at that point. As your stress increases, you will have a higher chance of taking damage to your action dice each time you roll them. What? Did you re-roll and I got a 3 again? Is that what happened? I couldn't tell. It sure would have been nice to have seen that re-roll. Alright, can I now? No, action is still unavailable. Alright, okay. Clock is ticking, you have no time to rest. You cannot rest. Recover stress while on contract. If I'd read that, then that would have been great. You've got 1 die. You've got 1 on your die. I don't know that I want to use you. I mean... Okay, we did that. While on a contract, you can use your push ability to give you an edge in a tricky situation. Pushing increases 1 stress, give you your key advantage based on your chosen class. See your current push configuration, hold your mouse over the button. Push will be upgraded and configured on your character screen when not in a contract. Yep, okay. Right, I'm over the button. Is that not the button? Alright, well, it doesn't matter anyway. You've got 1. So I can make you, I mean, you can't get any more risky. I don't think that's a good idea. Not a good idea to do that one either. This is dangerous. So your 1 die might just be left this time, or we might go to sleep. End the cycle. Eat our supplies. Nom nom nom. Hey, you got 6 and a 2, that's alright, and you got 2 2s. Applied, no energy loss. Okay, and I got 2 6s and a 4. Alright, well, I can push. Right, okay, now I can see it, but I couldn't see it before. Plus 1 stress, reroll lowest die. Oh, I'll take damage as I reach these points. I see, because that's why the numbers are there. And then I'll always take something if something goes wrong there? Okay. So let's have a look. I need 4. So I can supply 2 6s in there. or I could put a 4 and possibly a 3. And then, I don't know, if I put 6 in there, that's still 100% guaranteed. You are not going to, I don't know, I mean, the more time I spend out here, 50 neutral, 50 negative. I'd rather the thing didn't blow. You've also got a 6. If I put you in there, you're going to lose. Yeah, you're going to go back down. Alright. No, sorry, I meant to take you out of that. Okay, so we're going to put a 4, which will become a 5. 50-50. Excellent. Alright, then I will use one of the 6s here to guarantee the ending. I have control access. New location discovered. Oh no. Hand shifts slightly as the system give over control. Almost there. You hear the bleeping immediately. Among the chambers, the cabling of the drone's interior, something has started counting down. Uh-oh, you hear the bleeping? Yeah. Alright, guys. That's why it's consistent through the subscribe channel. Don't anyone else hear that because I'm getting nervous. Shit, this is what I was worried about. Are we screwed? Can't be sure. Severin has dropped his voice or whisper. So that might make a difference. Either this thing is about to send out a distress call, or it's about to blow. I've got to shut this system down fast. Then we move on to the other side, because I bet there's a surprise waiting for us there too. We good? Yes, that's sense. Am I heading back to the ship or what? Severin cuts in. We're good. We keep going. Shuts off the channel. Take a moment in the silence. Alright. Time to deal with this fast. Then get over to the other side before something happens. Okay, so now I've got 3 which to deal with this. Skill required, intuit. Disconnect backup. In the core, you see the drone is running on backup power. Disconnect that carefully and it'll be one step closer to the shutdown. 3 to get to the core disabled. 3 to get to the drone countermeasures. Drone death. Disable the core, shut down the broadcast array. Once both are done, my drone won't bother anyone anymore. Oh, right, yeah, that's the end of it. That is the 2 things I can do. So complete this one, we'll fill in 1 segment of the... I was going to say pie. Alright, right. So we've got a new thing to do, and what do we got over here? Alright, we're nowhere near doing this yet. I mean, you, with your 2 dice, really want to do that 50% chance of getting 1. If I put it up here, you're going to go down to 1, aren't you? Which is exactly the same. Doesn't scare me. Yeah, alright. Vaguely scares me. Alright, I'm going to put 6 in there, which is going to be 100% positive, and that will hopefully get us 2. Or... yeah. Core disabled 2. Whole set of connectors is released, just a handful more to go, and this is over. This is going to be 50-50, right? I'm there if you need me. We'll try that. Risky action. Uh-oh. I'm not made of steel. Alright. We got the negative outcome of stress. That is on a timer. That's fine. Alright, we can leave that for next time then. We can go back over here and do some stuff. I mean, I'm assuming that a negative outcome will get you stress on the drone, but we don't know that for certain. So let's find out. Okay, we've got broadcast access for that. We'll continue. Once we hit 1, then we'll start thinking. Yeah. Okay, we've got another broadcast access. We still need 5 on this side. Right, well, you're going to guarantee a 2. With danger. Ooh, I guess risky might fill in 1 and danger will fill in 2. That's not great. There we go. That was a fun one. Alright, and the 3 is 25s, and the 2 is also... no, that's less. Okay. I can tell by the symbols on the thing. Do I want to re-roll? I don't want to start taking damage and losing dice, so no. Hey, look at that! Oh we're lucky. Right, now I've got one die of value 2, which is a 50-50 shot, which I think I will do over here. Core disabled! Yes! Disabling the drone, disconnecting the backup without triggering the countermeasures is a slow, careful process. That we did. Disabling the drone core will just stop it from ever restarting and causing hexport or any local cause more trouble. So drone death is on the way. Right, now over here, we need to get in one more. We're out of dice, that's fine. We get one more, and then we've got to do whatever the new thing is. So, sleep, end cycle. We get another supply. You've got a 6 and a 2, you've got a 4 and a 3. 5, 5, 4, 4, 1. Alright, nope, don't end cycle. That would be silly. That's the only place we can go, right? Yeah. We can't see the other thing. Alright, so crate opening. You're risky, so we'll do that one. Because we only need a neutral. At least a neutral. There we go. Can't stop us, sleeper. As the hull plates come away, a red lit tangle of twisted cables piping is revealed. Interior of some creature. Right, okay, now it's giving us a new thing again. Oh, well, this needs interface. Well, I can do that. Now you're in the broadcast array of the drone, you need to shut it down fast. The simplest way is to put the entire system offline. I mean, we're absolutely going to rock this because I've got 2 5s and I'm good at it. So, start action. I hope I can use these dice again. Array disabled 1. Oh, if I do this, then it doesn't matter what we get, whether we go positive or a neutral. And I'm keeping the die. Sure, well, I might be keeping the die. One by one, the various parts of the broadcast system go down. Almost there, totally done, in a single cycle. Or that cycle didn't increase. Maybe that's something that went wrong. There we go. The thrumming, pulsing interior of the drone still goes still for the first time since you boarded it. Still showing us that. No. Look across at Seraphine and Nyan, share a smile. You tell so loudly we heard on the suit's shared comm channel. The drone is dead. One less piece of Conway shit to worry about. Naya grins. Got killed. Both versions of the word. Don't get too excited, Seraphine cuts in. It was looking pretty rough when we got here. You make your way back to the hull. The drone now faintly rolling in one direction. It stabilizes offline. Catches up with you as you go past the rig. We make a pretty good crew. We do. What would your brother think? We ignore it. We do. We did okay. The grins widely. Punches you on the arm playfully. We've got some overlapping skills, but we've got spread out skills as well, so that's great. Reach the rig's airlock and take one last look at the dark hull of the drone. It catches the light as it rolls in the vacuum. At some point in the near future, this drone will likely be smashed to pieces by one of the many asteroids in the belt spread across the place as twinkling dust. Thought pleases you. As does the thought all that cargo hexport now owes you. Oh, cryo, sorry. Cargo. Time to go collect. Whee! Contract complete. The contract is concluded. You can now leave via the map. Go on to look at the rig. I didn't get any stress there. I think that was a mistake. Alright. No, I should have used your 6. You now travel back to the hub. When you leave, you will not be able to return. -5 stress during travel. Okay. No, there's nothing else there. Alright. Leave the contract. Yes. After docking at Hexport... Oh no, we re-rolled. I bet the thing went back up as well. After docking at Hexport, Seraphine goes back to the controls and leans back in his chair. Neil leans over to you. Thank you, Sleeper. As he stretches. I knew you took a chance on me. Glad to have you. He smiles, an infectious smile. It feels good to make a contract work, Seraphine smiles, no matter how we pulled it off. I mean, we pulled it off well. It's hard not to agree. It feels better than when the Hexport courier comes with a logbox full of chits. Lane might still be hunting you. This should help the effort to slip his net. Suddenly you hear a familiar voice. Nia! I mean, yeah, we've been gone for 2 cycles. Playing a late interview, approaching from the docks. He fixes you with a star. What are you playing at, Sleeper? You wanted to come? I don't need to defend her. Get on that. You got to speak with me and just forward, cutting you off. Good. I wasn't happy. I should have stayed silent. Don't come throwing your weight around, Femi. I can make my own decisions. He glances back at you. Sleeper took me at my word, and I'm grateful. You did they now? He turns to you. Well, if you're working for Sleeper, I hope they paid you well. You look like, well, I asked, so... Oh, they aren't paying you? Femi smiles. Severin crosses his arm. Let's keep this civil. I realise this is the first time he's meeting Femi. We're being civil. Seems like Nia has owed her share. Yeah, absolutely. Let me fix you with a severe look. Yeah, absolutely. I never said she wasn't. Grab a third of the chips from the logbook and North Mountaineer. She takes them sheepishly. I don't know that it would be a third. Because you didn't... I did most of the work on the last day. I guess we're not charging by the amount of work done, but the amount of work. But we went out there. We didn't know what we needed when we went out there. So you coming along, yeah, you deserve a third of the pay. Alright then. Femi smiles. We're good here. He turns to leave. He mouths a sorry and follows Femi across the docks. Everyone watches him go. How to pick him, Sleeper? He shakes his head. He turns away and heads back along the docking bridge. Hope we aren't going to end up 70 cryer short when we need to get out of here. We got somebody who helped us. Yeah, you just completed a drive and earned an upgrade point. Push upgrades available. Go to the character screen on the right of the UI to see them. Yeah, I'll have a look at that in just a second. Just want to see nothing else is flashing at me here. And yeah, we can buy. We have 2. Interesting that one's faded out. Don't know why that is. That's the current one. Alright. Can't afford that because that's 4. But these will increase the dice. Look at that endure just entirely gone. And +1 stress, reroll lowest die. No damage on push reroll. Which makes sense. Now I understand what that means. Or reroll +1 die. -2 stress if you roll 6. Reroll random die. Dice. Reroll 1 lowest dice. Reroll 1 lowest die. Increase stress to reroll your action dice. That makes sense. Reroll 1 lowest action die. No, okay. I think we're gonna. I mean, we can buy this. Confirm upgrade, yes please. But then, I mean, I can. Oh, I can't swap it over. I thought you said you could reconfigure it in the hub whenever you wanted. Okay, let's go out and let's go back in. No, I can't? Alright, well, I'm fine with this. I will have 2 dice rerolled, that's great. Alright, oh yeah, and we were out for several cycles and the rig. Alright. Yeah, find us supplies. Alright, we need to earn credits and... Oh, I can play Star and Stoker. Don't need any energy, I'm full up on energy, I've got no stress, so I can only use pushes on contracts. Does it say that anywhere? It doesn't. No, you can't do you. Well, I can, but you're bad. We've got the other contract to do, which we need. Right, let's look at the map. We can't do that because we need 3 fuel. Alright, so let's buy fuel and supplies. Use up our dice for the day, and then head out there, I think, because I can't recall whether we will use up a day and re-roll or what will go on there, so let's find out. Buy the feed lines, get the data core, do a data diffusal shift. We didn't get any scrap while we were out there. I want to use my 5. Are there any more contracts? No. I want to play SNS, so we'll use the 5 for that. It's risky. 50% positive, 50% neutral. What are we going to get? Earn some money. 5 cryo for a neutral outcome. Eh. Alright. What about a risky neutral? Becoming 4, 25, 50, 25. Data diffusal shift, what does that get us? 14 cryo for a positive outcome. Alright. No, that's not where I wanted to go. I'm an idiot. Export trade hall, this is where we buy all the stuff. So, yep. Give us all the fuel. Give us all the supplies. Wait, oh. Yeah. There we go. We've still got more credits than I had before we did this. Anything else we can do here? No, just eat in the canteen. I don't need that. I don't need the energy. I don't have freight loading, so let's not do that. Let's earn some more money before we head out. I keep clicking on that thinking it's the right one. I don't even bother to wait. I lost some energy. Spent a long time trying to break the ice around an old solid wall, but in the end it just fries itself through. Oh well. Cryo for a neutral outcome. Lost some energy. But I don't care about the energy because we're going over here. No, I just could have gone to the map. And you on cryo. Out we go. Confirm vector. We have to take. Well, we don't have to take Chennai with us, but maybe. I mean, confirm crew. I could not take you. I mean, you're doubling up on skills that I already have, and I don't think you are. I'm not taking you. I don't think you're part of the crew. I think you're somebody trying to worm your way in, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I mean, maybe I should have done it to have the extra dice, just in case. Salam derelict fills the cockpit windows, all twisted plates, and skeletal strut work. You watched it in horror and fascination as Seraphine completed the approach. Both of you silent in the presence of this decaying beast. Now, as you settle beside it, Seraphine is one of the first to break the silence. The only one to break the silence? Well, I suppose I've got other crew. The thing is already dead. Shakes your head. It's a corpse, sleeper. Nudges the ship closer, looking for a place to dock. Touch this thing too hard, it crumbles to dust. Stay silent. Everyone glances back at you. No advice? Not this time. The decaying, twisted remains of the derelict are hard to pass at first. As you look over the surface, you get a vague sense of the ship's plan. The data core you are looking for will likely be kept near the bridge. Locating it will take some thought. Another option to ask Seraphine to take you around the wreck. Assess it better. But navigating so close to the derelict might be risky. Locate the bridge with a 50-50 positive outcome 6. And we lost some stress, even though I didn't have any stress because I'm not a stressed out person. I'm very rarely am I stressed out. Glance down at the console in front of your seat. Vague memory of once having turned to it in moments like this, encouraging you. You tap at the controls, half guided by physical patterns of buttons pressed that exist in your muscle memory. These functions you have lost track of. Obviously, you're not going to remember this, but that is a thing. If you are ever amnesiac and cannot remember your name, I suppose this is useful advice if you ever encounter an amnesiac. Give them a pen and tell them to sign their signature. There is a chance that the muscle memory will take over and that you will have, a signature that they make. Yeah? And you might be able to determine who they are from that. Why do I know this? Because I watched a documentary thing about somebody who did suddenly become amnesiac for some reason that was never entirely discovered. And yeah, they why did you never? And that is what happened to them. They just instantly signed it, muscle memory. So yeah, it's not all contained up here, even though it is, but it's not. But anyway, something begins to emerge in one of the cockpit's forward screens. Severin looks over at you with interest, picking up a series of scans of the hulking derelict, drilling down into them to find a map of data pathways, long dark, but whose presence is still detectable. You dial into a nexus where they gather. There, you realise, that's the bridge. Nicely done! Severin is studying the screen, looks impressed, but also shoots you a suspicious glance, as if your display of skill is inconsistent with the memories you have lost. Let's head up there. Alright, Severin takes control of the ship, avoiding the debris field closer to the centre of the wreck. Settles in position near a protrusion at the far end. This is as far as I'll go. Severin taps at the anchor controls. We should be able to anchor the ship to those plates. You watch as two reticles align on the screen in front of Severin, and flash as he fires two piton-tip lines at the nearest solid hull plates. Pitons slam into the plates. Despite their solid appearance, they instantly shatter. Fragments spinning out across the wreck, slicing into other plates and building a spiralling storm of debris. Shit! Severin nudges the ship back and steadies it as the debris cascades across the surface of the wreck. Damage seems mostly superficial, but it underlines just how fragile the derelict is. As you both watch the debris cloud break away, break up. Oh my god, words. I need to take a drink. I am hydrated. As you both watch the debris cloud break up and drift away, tense silence descends. Not your fault. Severin shakes his head. Fault's not going to matter. We both end up sliced into ribbons on a cloud like this. True. Severin unclips from his seat, and you follow suit. You both glide towards the rear airlock in silence. Severin's frustration clear. To reach the airlock, Severin begins suiting up. If we are lucky, that little collision hasn't started a cascade that will end with this place coming apart under our feet. Severin violently kicks his legs into a seat set of EVA trousers, irritated by his own carelessness. The rest of the preparation process takes place in tense silence, each of you considering the delicate job ahead. Severin violently kicks his legs into a set of EVA trousers, irritated by... No, I've read that bit, I don't know why I'm reading at the top again. You suit up too, though you don't need a helmet to breathe. You slide one on and lock the seals for protection. This wreck isn't going to give up its salvage easily. The core should be near the bridge, maybe even inside it. There's a lot of wreck here. Might be some good salvage tucked away in the cargo hold. Once the suits are on and the seals are checked, you cycle the lock and stare out into the vast expanse of the twisted hulk before you. Time to go to work. Alright, here we are. You can't see that underneath my head, can you? No, you can't see that, because it's not underneath my head, because of the way this is working. Yeah. Alright, so find an access point. There has to be a way amongst the shattered hull. Searching will be slow, but at least the derelict will remain stable. We can clear the cargo doors. Oh, you haven't got... Where's your second die? What happened there? Alright, we're already at 2 stress. Oh, even though we did the thing. Oh, maybe it's because we didn't bring Junai with us or something. Derelict stress, hull decaying room. We need only 4 to get into the cargo entry. I guess stuff's going to happen as we get in those bits. There are layers and layers of broken hull plates blocking the cargo dues. This will require some heavy work to get to the cargo entry. And then down here we've got the corroded airlock, which will get us bridge entry. Oh. It will take longer, but cutting away at the lock layer by layer is the safest way to make it through. Yeah. We can force the lock. Forget being delicate. The clock is running on the contract, and forcing the lock is the fastest way to gain entry. Getting into the cargo room is breaking through the shattered remains of the aft hull. What are we going to do when we get in there? Is this somewhere where we can spend dice to get scrap? Alright, I am going to immediately push, reroll my last 2 twos. Or my last 2, which happen to be 2 twos. Wait, what? Why did you reroll? Why didn't you reroll? Those were not my lowest numbers. Alright. And we'll do this one. Find the access point with a 5, with me. Gaining entry 1 for a neutral outcome. Right, then we'll use the 4 for another... Oh, that's not 50-50. We've got gaining entry 2. And then we'll use the other one again. There we go, and now we only need 1 more. Give us the entry we so desire. Oh, I gained 1 stress. And now I'm at 1, so whenever I roll a 1, my body will start to fall apart. That isn't good. Give me another. There we go. New location discovered. Map the bays. Countless vast bays extend from here deep into the derelict. Scanning and mapping each one will allow you to navigate them safely. Scrap survey. At the end of the derelict is partially intact. And so perhaps you can find some valuable scrap. Okay, so yeah, this is money. This is not. Okay, well you can go and do a 4 over here. Dangerously. Man. This is. We're gonna put as much as we can into this over here then. Oh, derelict stress and stress. Contract stress has a triggered crisis. The crisis will add 1 contract stress per cycle unless resolved at the crisis location. Alright. We need... Okay, we need all of those. Alright, well, we have to pass time as nobody has any dice. And now there is 1 more stress. Alright, well I can do these for positive outcomes. Let's do these with me. There's 2 for bridge entry. There's 4 for bridge entry. Oh, this is an odd clock. This needs 9. Let's try you. I was already thinking that. I'm sure you were. Not a lucky cycle. It's you again. Oh my god. Alright, you cannot do this one up here because this is interfacing, isn't it? Yeah. You know, I was just going to try and do this as quickly as possible. It might still be the case. Yeah, alright. Uh-oh. I got bridge entry, though. I can slightly pry open, but it takes a huge effort doing so warps and creaks. Well, alright. That must have been a neutral. Yeah, positive outcome is 2. The neutral is 2 and a stress. Alright. And now have I got 2? I've got 2. This requires hack protocol interface. Derelict security system has been jolted back into operation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we still need to get in here. We're getting in. Screw it. We'll just do this quickly and maybe we won't get as much scrap as we would have done. New location discovered. Here we are, bridge entry. The bridge of the derelict lies silent. Pale beams of your suit lamps catch rows of terminals and dust, and clouds of dust in the gathering. Wires wave like seaweed, and the whole scene appears as if underwater, chaotic but still. Severin glides up beside you, peers at you through your supervisor. Everything all right? Just assessing. Severin raises an eyebrow. Is that what you call it? He smiles. Severin stretches in his suit. I have to admit, it's nice to be back working, especially now we are the ones who will reap the benefits. Taps you on the shoulder. Feels good to be taking our fate into our own hands. That's pretty rough there, back on export. here we're just as likely to get shredded by debris as we are to find the damn data core, but aren't you glad we made a break for it? He pauses, looks down, having asked a question almost by accident. I mean, I am. I just don't want to speak for you. I mean, I'm glad I am out of whatever situation I was in, because it seems the situation was horrible, but that doesn't help me. I'm glad too, because I can't remember the situation I was in. Zephyrin smiles. You better be. I didn't give up that little dark side cupboard I was living in for nothing. He laughs at his own joke. Look, Zephyrin checks his suitcase seals. Once we've got a bit of space behind us, we've gone the distance. If we manage to get that far, he presses around. Don't feel like you owe me. I'm no charity case. Want us to go our separate ways? Fine by me. He meets your eye. Just do me the favour of telling that to my face. I will. I don't know who you are or what you are to me, or what memories will come up between now and the end. So yes. Zephyrin nods but doesn't respond. After a moment he shines a torch into the dark, checking the rows of terminals all across the bridge. You watch the glittering dust as it eddies in the beams. Zephyrin sighs. So let's get to it. You watch as he crosses the bridge, his torch probing the dark corners. You feel a chill run through your body as you imagine the people that once ran this ship, the Solheim crew, surely long dead. What was it like here before the collapse, when the system was the jewel in Solheim's crown? It's impossible to know. That history is lost to you now. All you can do is pick up what you can from the ruins. Alright, and now we have this new location, where we can track the pathways. One way to find the ship's data core is to systematically track the old pathways through the derelict in hope of finding the one that connects to it. Okay, so next turn we're going to add on 2, which will then add on 3. So yeah, we got to do this next time. So we need 12. We can do 12. Uh-oh. I hate this shit. Alright, well, I mean, that doesn't change what was going to happen anyway. We're out of dice. I don't have my people. I didn't bring along Junai. So there we go. 2 crises active. You've taken damage to a dice because of stress. Ah! When your dice are rolled at the start of the cycle, the stress indicates if you take damage or not. Higher stress means a higher chance of damage. The white marker above the stress bar tells you which number will damage your dice when rolled. Right, yeah, okay, I get that. Each dice has 3 health total. When that is depleted, the dice will break and will be prepared to be used normally. Oh, that's... okay. Cool. And yeah, now we're doing... oh, you're still only adding 2, but we've got new crisis location. Presumably this up here. Yeah. Engineering. Okay. Well, we don't care about that. We're going down here. I'm interfacing my little heart out. Data core location 2. Alright. So let's get this done. Oh. Damn it. Alright, well you're definitely going to be positive, and then I'm going to stress. There we go. Now I'm going to stress. Did the 3 re-roll or not? I don't know. It really would be nice to know that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're halfway. We've only got 3 dice. I don't know what's going to happen. We might not make this. Oh, we've got 1 data core. The attribute system's barely respond, but a few faint pulses suggest possible starting points for the search. Alright. Oh no, I can't make it. I definitely can't, because I can only get 2 and 2. Alright, well, screw that then. Data core location added. Track the pathways. We're exhausting through search. Treacherous corridors of jagged metal. Now the ship starts to become clear. Alright, well. Agreed, Sleeper. Okay, you got more stress. After exhausting search through... yep, we know that, okay. I've only got 1 cycle, and I don't know whether it will immediately destroy itself, or whether, you know, it will have this 1 turn, or not. So let's find out. There's a horrifying lurch. You're sent spinning through the bay as you were crossing the hail of debris. Sorry. You watch as you slide in the bay, silent tears open in front of you, caping black moor toothed with flying debris. You stare at it. You You step into it, your breath heavy in your ears, your eyes wide. Suddenly you feel a tug on your back. Your tether! Spin back from the sudden arrest of your glide. You see Seraphim holding onto the other end, reeling you towards him. You have to go, sleeper! His voice commands urgently over the comms channel. This place is done. I mean, I could have done it if I just had one more. You both make your way through the spinning derelict in silence, charting a path through what was once passengers but are now twisted tubes, like the intestinal tracks of some dead creature. Eventually, make it out onto the surface. You find the rig still tethered, but gashed with debris and scars. You and Seraphim exchange concerned glances. We are going to pay for this. He looks over the damage. Let's hope she still flies. Tether together and push off the hull. Seraphim guiding you through the debris. Below you, the derelict is exploding in slow motion, tearing apart into the swarm of razor edge shards. All this and no core, Seraphim fumes. Now the rig's torn up too. Don't have much to offer in answer. If only I'd had somebody else with me who could have, done one more dice to this thing. He's right. This job was a disaster. Just hope it isn't terminal. You arrive at the rig's airlock and bundle yourself inside, noticing the exterior damage. It's mostly superficial, but will no doubt take its toll on the ship. So you're back in the cockpit. You look at the derelict shattered form. Seems you will be its last visitors. Alright, and I guess, map, leave the contract. -5 stress during travel. See, I would have rather taken the 1 point of stress than used the supply. You're running up to iron as you escape lane. In 5 seconds, you will arrive at the hex port. Don't care. Seraphim arrives at size as you arrive at the hex port. Sense of relief is powerful. He completes the landing protocols. We get to shut off the rig's engine. We made it. Well, we made it. Seraphim was touch and go for a minute, but buzz from the console takes you by surprise. Seraphim stares at the blinking red key for a moment before he presses it. Someone is outside. He taps a few keys and the camera view thinks, oh well. Now surrounded by a docking bridge comes into view. The figure is floating there. You must lean in to try and identify them. The figure looks up. It's Junai. Yeah. Seraphim glances back at you. You know this girl? No. Seraphim squints at you. You sure? Because she seems to know us. No, she doesn't. Back at the screen, Junai is staring up at the camera, mouthing sleeper. Tell Seraphim about your encounter with Junai after meeting Carson. Her insistence that Carson had asked her to come along on the contract. Insistence you probably ignored. Seraphim raised an eye and says, do you think she works for Carson? Does she has to come to Galore? Or is something else going on? No, I don't believe her, and I don't have no idea. I actively disbelieve her. She has given me no evidence to believe. Not if she's Carson's, we should let her in. No! With squints at the screen, she doesn't look too dangerous to me. Well, there we go. I was going to end when we got back here anyway, but now we've got to the point where somebody is not forcing their way into our ship, but, letting their way into our ship, and I would rather leave us on a mystery there as to whether she is or is not part of Carson's crew. Did I make the right choice? Apparently not, because we didn't get the thing, but I'm also curious as to whether she is part of it or not. And if she's not, then, did I make the right choice there? I hope so. But yeah, here we are. This is the end of today's exciting stream. And the end of Citizen Sleeper 2 demo. We will not be coming back to this. Not because I dislike it. I like it a lot. I want to come back to it when it's a fully finished thing. So yeah. Lots of improvements to this. Very much enjoying not having to deal with stabilizer and energy at the same time. Having those two tracks at the same time did make it a little bit difficult. Now we've got two different tracks. We have to deal with energy and then sometimes have to deal with stress or breaking the dice. Don't know how they have to be repaired. Interested to find that out. And the fact that your choices at the beginning to choose who you are matter. And you can have maybe not a very different experience playing through it, but at least your choices make some difference to it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the full version of it when it comes out. Still, that is not going to be... I don't think it's out for a while yet. Has a quick look. Let me just double check and see when that is meant to be coming out. Sleeper. Yeah, that's coming out in 2025, so that is a way away. A few months at least. Well, who knows when it is coming out in 2025. We will find out. Yeah. So, we'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow, we will be doing more demos for the Steam Next Fest. but different ones to the ones we've seen today. Obviously, go through these. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones we've got. I've got, I think, 5 or 6. So we'll be looking at those on Saturday and on Sunday. So yeah, we'll look at those. But before that, we have Steam Steel Murder on their channel. I will be doing in the D&D game, or not D&D game, sorry, Bloody Appalachia, and where we're exploring the town of Appalachia, which has got all mysterious, weird, funky stuff going on in it. So yeah, well, it would be nice if you were there to see that. And then I believe there's also a Cyberpunk Red game going on that same channel, Steam Steel Murder, on Saturday. So yes, we'll be there for both of those. But before that, we'll be back here tomorrow, as I said, more demos. And I hope that you will be back tomorrow as well, because whether you are here, live in person, or on the VOD, the fact that you're here for any amount of this means that I appreciate you. Never let anybody tell you anything different. So, there we go. That's it done. And until the next time, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no else. Oh! I'll talk to you in a minute. Alright? Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Have fun, and stay weird.